Take a moment to talk to Ole Anderson. The last few minutes, we've had a lot of things coming down.
Well, I tell you, you look at Rogers, and I guess he's right. He is the stumbling block for Tommy. But Tommy's been doing so well lately, and I really mean that. I mean that to you, too, Tommy, because there's a lot of things going on that he and I know about.
What are you doing out there, Ole Anderson? What are you doing out there with the likes of this Thunderbolt Patterson? You're not only bad at answering telephone call, but now you're hanging around with people, wrestlers like this.
I didn't call you because I got nothing to say to you. I still don't have anything to say to you. This is our time. This is our interview. We'll leave it at that.
You're making a very big mistake, Ole Anderson.
I'm making a mistake, why?
You are making a very big mistake. Being out there, not answering my telephone call. You know how I want to get rid of certain people.
Let me tell you something. I told everybody right here on TV, I gave the...
That's right, Mr. Anderson. That's right. You're making a big mistake. Ivan Koloff had pleaded with you. He had begged you to get rid of that thing called T-Bone. But you refused to listen to him. You know what? I can't understand. What's in your mind? What are you thinking about? But let me tell you one thing. Let me tell you one thing. Wait. Hold on. Let me tell you one thing. Wait, hold on. Let me tell you one thing. Let me tell you one thing. You know what? That means it's 2 against 4. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And you know what? Who do you think you are? You know what? You come out here so clean. You think you clean. But you know what? We need to rearrange your whole face. That's what we need to do.
We
need to rearrange your whole face.
I got a little surprise, and if that surprise is waiting around, I want that surprise to come out here right now.
Who?
Then you want to get ready with the coach. You want to start throwing some punches.
Who?
Sound like an owl sitting on a limb. Come on, let's go.
Wait a minute. The Minnesota Wrecking Crew, along with Thunderbolt Patterson, back in action. Thunderbolt Patterson and the Minnesota Wrecking Crew. And they are ready.
Gene, get over here. Gene. This guy's been sitting back. A couple of deals. People are looking. I said, hey, I need some help. I said to Thunderbolt, I said to everybody else, you can count on me and you can count on Gene. And Thunderbolt, that's the way it's going to be. You're going to be looking at the Anderson brothers back in action again, and guys like Kareem and guys like JR, you got to fight fire with fire. Bolt, I gave you my word before. You got my word?
That's right.
And you got Gene.
Gordon Soley. Now, all you people out there, let me tell you something, because this is a deep, deep thing. We're talking about professional wrestling now, and we're talking about something and somebody standing behind you no matter what it is. We ain't talking about no race. We ain't talking about no color. We're talking about professional wrestling, and it's being happening right here now on Georgia Championship from Georgia. You understand what I'm saying? This is what I've been asking for all the time. So y'all come, we're going to kick they...
Yeah, we are. We can't say it either.
Come on, Will.
Well, let's...
Some more winners.
Yeah, all right.
Champions. You know what, Mr. Soley? I can't wait until the day comes when my 2 champions get those 2 creeps. I'm talking about Thunderbolt Patterson and that Ole Anderson. See, we got a match coming up, a tape match with Brass Knuckles. And Scott Hall, he gonna tear his head off. And if that's not good enough for you, I got Mr. Kareem Muhammad. Did you hear what I say? Mr. Kareem Muhammad gonna take care of that Thunderbolt Patterson.
Let me say one thing to Ole Anderson. Ole Anderson, you can put some hurt on some people, and I'm going to see if you can tape it. Tape this brass knucks match. Come on, baby, I'm going to knock your head off.
Well, gentlemen, all I can say is I noticed that when the Minnesota Wrecking...
We really don't care what you want to say.
That's right.
All I want to say is for Thunderbolt Patterson, when I beat you up, don't quit the business and go out and tell lies. Don't tell them I'm your friend. Don't tell them I'm nothing but somebody that kicks your teeth in. And one thing about it, don't never call me Ray Kendall, because when you call me Ray Kendall, I'm going to hit you harder and harder.
That's right. And another thing. You see, I got 2 champions here. What's that, Garvey? Is that his name, Garvey?
Ronnie Garvey.
Yeah, I got something for him. These champions. But I got somebody special for him. Siegfried. Big Siegfried. And you getting ready to see what he can do right now.
All right. Thank you, sir.
He's a monster.
Thank you so very much, gentlemen. I'll tell you what. Let's go to the ring then and take a look. There he is. And he is a massive, impressive individual. Now, Siegfried's got to go, we said before, about 6'9", close to 400 pounds. He bench presses phenomenal weights, deadlifts phenomenal weights. He's in a special handicap match, 2 men against 1, and Siegfried just drove him back. Look at the massive arms on this man. You talk about being built like a redwood tree, he is. All right, that's Terry Ellis and Mark Hill moving out against Siegfried. Just nothing at all is bothering this man. I'll tell you what, I've seen a lot of big men in professional wrestling, ranging, look at this now. Well, what can I say? Look at him. I'm just sorry that he's on, if you will, quote, the wrong side of the fence, because there's a man that is awesome to look at, awesome to see. Hill firing with everything he's got. And Siegfried, wow! Brought him up. You talk about picking up a sack of potatoes. That's all there was to that. The tag is made once again. Siegfried moves in on Terry Ellis. Ellis, duck under, go behind. A waist cinch. Wow, he might as well have had his arms around the north end of a southbound bus. All right, Mark Hill getting set to move back in, and both Hill and Ellis now beginning to feel from the pressure of this. Look at the concentration on Siegfried's face. I cannot believe Hill is doing this. He is actually going to try and... No way. I cannot believe Hill would be that foolish, but he was. And Siegfried just issues more punishment. Siegfried has not, if you'll pardon the expression, has not broken a sweat. This hasn't even been a workout for him yet. Ellis squares up, locks up with Siegfried. Siegfried, nothing fancy about this man. Just pick up your opponent, pick him up like a sack of potatoes, bring him up in the air, and then backbreaker, full body slam, whatever he wants to do. Wow. That's all. Yeah, that's all. That's all she wrote. There was no way that Ellis was going to come back from that. Let me take a moment right now to talk to JR, because I must say this. I must admit, that is one of the most impressive competitors I've ever seen.
What did I tell you? I told you there was going to be big changes, didn't I? I told you people that JR was going to bring big changes. And you bet your sweet soul. If I tell you something, JR means it. And it's something I don't understand. Who was this guy that came out here? Gene, what's his name?
He's the other half of the Minnesota Wrecking Crew, Gene and Ole Anderson, the former world...
He didn't have no business coming out here in my interview. I don't like that, and I don't understand that.
4-2, it made it 4-3, and you took powder. We'll be right back. All right, special challenge match right now. Bob Roop, the national heavyweight television... All right, it is... The Stallion in trouble. Roop comes off the rope. Look at the Stallion. He caught him mid-flight. Has his feet off the ground. He's got about 280 pounds. And he's got that bear hug on him. And so Roop in a lot of trouble here. Tremendous close-up by our camera crew there. You can see the agony coursing across the face of Bob Roop. Remember now, Roop is the national heavyweight television champion. But brother, the Italian Stallion is showing him the way to go right now. No way to beat the close-up action you find here on Championship Wrestling from Georgia. We're often imitated and often duplicated, but no one can take the place of NWA Wrestling and this close-up action. And it's Roop. Good forearm across the jaw. And a short chopping right hand. Another one into the head of the Italian Stallion. So Roop has taken a lot of punishment and is now proceeding to dish out some punishment. The Stallion's got some problems. Knee lift by Bob Roop has the Stallion back down again. Roop has the experience factor over the Italian Stallion. Stallion driven back to the canvas again. Nick Patrick, watching carefully, looked to be the inside of the fist by Roop. And so the Stallion, fires to the midsection of Roop. Roop catches back. He connects with a hard right to the side of the jaw. And a forearm across the thoracic area of the back of the Italian Stallion. Catches him with a second forearm. Now you see Roop, and there's obvious choking. The Italian, beautiful power slam. Roop in trouble, coming up slowly. The Stallion moves in against him. High backdrop by the Italian Stallion. He's got the National Heavyweight TV Champion in trouble. Roop in a lot of trouble here. Roop could be running out of gas. Beautiful belly-to-belly suplex. Well executed. That's exactly the way Chris Taylor was defeated in the Olympics by the East German. Beautiful execution by the Italian Stallion and now the Stallion. Letting loose with a series of... wait a second. What is Roop doing? Oh. Roop caught the Italian Stallion. Catches him once again. The Stallion's hanging on. And wait a minute. Something dropped from the hand of...
Ring the bell.
And so the referee calling for the bell. The Italian Stallion exploding with everything he's got on Bob Roop, and Roop in trouble. And wait a second. Kareem Muhammad moves into the ring, beating on the Italian Stallion. And now it's Bob Roop pounding away at him as well. We got problems. Hold on a second. Thunderbolt Patterson just moved in. Thunderbolt Patterson. Double leg dive on Kareem Muhammad. Roop leaves the ring area, and so does Kareem Muhammad. And, all right, the Italian Stallion, the victor via disqualification. Ron Starr.
Hey, what'd I tell you? Is my man, Mr. Roop, looking good, or is he looking good?
Looking good?
You better believe he's looking good. Hey, you said yourself, that's the exact hold that Chris Taylor used in the Olympics. That's the exact hold that this man just put on my man, Bob Roop. But did it keep him down for the count? No way, Jose. I told you Roop's in shape. I'm in shape. The whole crew's in shape. Scott, Hogg, JR, everybody's right here. I'm here to tell you, Roop's after him. There's a hit list, and the people know about it. The people that are on it know about it. And right here are the shooters, buddy.
Call off to you after this.
Well, Ivan Koloff, the Russian Bear, has joined us. And along with Scott Hogg and JR, Mr. Koloff, it seems to me that you beat a rather hasty retreat when the Minnesota Wrecking Crew showed up.
This is right. I thought probably he had something on his own person, but he had a trick up his sleeve. This Ole Anderson. Time and time again, he wouldn't answer phone calls. But he knew that I was trying to get message to him. He knew that I didn't like certain individuals that he was hanging around with, and I wanted certain things done. This man will not take certain orders. Now, I've allied myself, as you can see, with the best of wrestlers in this NWA. And you're going to find out, as being 1/3 of the World Tag Team Champions, along with my nephew Nikita Koloff and Crusher Khrushchev, you're going to see in this area, certain people are going to go down. Certain people are going to get hurt. And Ole Anderson...